Welcome back to the DOGFATHER'S Toys. Today's a sort of a special video. I'll get into it, but first, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Notification bell, leave a comment. And I want to say how appreciative I am of all the support that I've gotten so far. So, on with the show. My father passed away October of 2019, and I got his stuff. And I've never really gone through it. And I was going through his dresser drawers the other day, and I come across this. I remember having this as a kid. It is a 12-inch action figure of General George Custer. Those who knows the American West knows that General Custer was a cavalry officer, fought in the Civil War, Indian Wars, and was killed by Native Americans at the Battle of Little Bighorn. And throughout time, history has, come out with documentaries, but nobody really knows what happened, and I will not debate that at this time. I'm only here for the action figure. This came from a line of toys, or action figures. Then they were called toys. I think George Custer, called the Best of the West, or the Fort Apache Attack. And there were several figures in the lineup. There was General Custer, Chief Geronimo, Johnny West and his wife and their 2 kids, a couple other Native American warriors. And let's see, what I've read about this, the action figures came out in the 66 to 67 or 67 to 68. So he's quite old. And for being such age, he's he ain't got no paint missing on his hair or his mustache. But I'm assuming my father bought this off eBay and just had it tucked away. I mean, I had him when I was a kid. I think my mother would get them at yard sales, because I remember having a couple of Custards and a couple of Geronimos and a Johnny West. And he came, they're not very standable, but Custer comes with a cavalry hat, or unless you want to de-promote him and put him in this kind of hat. Now, I don't know if all this stuff came with Custer, but this is what was in the box. This is sort of like a suitcase, I guess you'd call it, saddlebag. A United States Cavalry cantina. Field glasses. A cavalry sword. a gun belt that you attach the sword to these things. And in the holster, there's a 45. A bugle, which I don't see a general blowing. That I don't know what it is. It just looks like a strap. A sleeping roll, bed roll. I think that's what they call it back then. And well, this ain't exactly the true gun they would use then. This looks like a musket. They would have used repeaters back then. Well, I should say at the time it was a little bighorn. Now, I know they were still using muskets, I think, during the Civil War. But, yeah, my father was a Civil War buff. But he grew up with that era with the Roy Rogers and Gene Autry. And he really wanted me to get into it, but I chose sci-fi over cowboys. Which, if you think about it, Star Trek was supposed to be a wagon train to the stars, so technically, but, I did watch Gunsmoke with him. And I still watch Gunsmoke. I'm not that big on Bonanza or Big Valley. They're too drama. I like Clint Eastwood westerns more than I do any others. So but maybe I get lucky and he's got some more hid somewhere in his stuff. I know, or if I go upstairs in the attic of my house, I may be able to find a couple more Custards and a Geronimo but it's hard. But for an action figure, he's pretty well in shape. He's got some nicks and bangs. So you see right here, he's got like a piece of plastic when scratched or dog bit. Now, I guess back in then they didn't put like copyright saying it was made by so and so on so and so date. Because I have really looked, because there was 3 versions of Custard made. So I was trying to see which one this is. So that's yeah, I looked on the bottom of his feet where like Star Wars is. And like I said, you can see where he's been played with. He'll get put up. So, like I said, I mean, you go online, you could Google General Custer and read about him but I'm not going to sit here. I'd be here for hours talking about rumors and this and that and that and this. So I'm only here for the action figure, not a historian. Only thing I know is he was killed So I'm going to leave it at that for this. I don't know if I'll make another video between now and Christmas. I like to say I will, but if I don't, I like to wish my viewers, old and new, a Merry Christmas. And I will put out a video after Christmas because no one's going to want to watch YouTube on Christmas Day, so I'll let you enjoy your family, not to hear but my ramblings about Star Wars or Star Trek. So, Merry Christmas, and until the next time I see you, bye-bye.